Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. EsotericCloudSurfer here, ready for a tarot reading of daily energies. Thank you very much for being here. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity and responsibility as well. Remember, you can ask a tarot reading for yourself using the image in the screen right now and using the email and the links in the description down below to contact and reach me. And you can also use the links in the description down below of this video to reach the contact of my beautiful partner Daria. Thank you very much for being here once again. Shout out to my soul group and to everybody out there changing the world right now by being themselves and by showing others that the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. Alright, so let's go, let's get started. I hope you are having a great day. I hope you are enjoying yourself. And today is Mars Day in Gemini. It's a Tuesday, right? And the sun is in Leo, less degrees of Leo, so it's already cusping in Leo and Virgo. And the moon is in Cancer in cardinal water. Alright, so by default we will be passionate, motivated, angry or frustrated about being mutable with our way to think, with how we think, communicate and analyze the world. Alright, so we might be very motivated to just talk, to just gossip, to just communicate, to just express and connect, or we can be frustrated or angry about what others are commentating, what others are talking about, what type of general conversation and general topics we have as a society. You can be mad about it, or you can be very gullible. You can go very hard, very deep, very passionately being gullible, participating in some type of organization, association, discussion, voting system, something like that, that makes you choose somebody else to make your decisions, or you just trust them, or you just influence the outcome of a circumstance in a very empty way. So be careful with that. And that's for the generality of Mars being in Gemini. Okay, but in general it's very positive. Okay, it's very positive. We are here as spirits in bodies. We are here to communicate, to share, to create, to express. So Mars being in Gemini, it's very positive. It's not bad at all. Mars was kind of quote unquote worse in Taurus, where it was a bit slowed down. So now we go back on faster action. We go back on thinking and do it, right? But it's light. It's more light. It's not like Aries or Scorpio, where it's intense and impactful and it can transform and change things very quickly. This is more light. So even you can take your passions lighter, but you can also take your frustrations lighter. And others can do that to themselves, and they can also take your frustrations lighter. So they can even help you see your frustrations, problems, and angriness in a lighter way, and you realize, oh, I don't need to be so mad about this, but it's actually good because it means I'm personally connected with this thing, or it can be bad if that thing does not help you. Then the sun is in Leo, so we are paying attention to our individuality, to some things out in the world that are unique and individual, or that are expressing, or they have a unique and individual vibe, also entertaining and playful, enjoyable and fun in general. But we are starting to be more realistic. We are starting to worry a little bit about it. We are starting to trying to understand the structure and how things got there. We are starting to be a bit more analytic, a bit less from the spirit, a bit more from the mind. So keep that in mind. It's still weak, but we are starting to kind of wanting to feel organized, or wanting to look organized and structured about our individuality and what makes us feel unique. So keep that in mind. And then with Moon in Cancer, in cardinal water, we are creating new feelings, creating new emotions, creating new ways to feel safe, create new spiritual connections, create new senses of comfort, privacy, and emotional stability, right? But it's creating a sense of emotional stability. It's not feeling or being emotional stable. It's creating an idea or a vision in how to achieve that emotional stability, all right? And that's it, guys. That's it for the astrological analysis. Now we'll go into the tarot reading. Let's go, let's get into it. Let's pull 3 cards and then 1 oracle card and we get going. Mars in Gemini, our mind is fast. Our blood can run fast, but it can also run to places where it really doesn't need to be in. So be sure to not scatter your energy too much. Be sure to know how to direct your energy. Be sure to keep some energy for yourself. Be sure to accumulate some energy, because with Mars in Gemini it's super easy to send your energy to the wind and just lose track of it. And then you might even have energy, but your mind is so scattered that you can't find a way or a purpose to apply that energy. And then, but you still have that energy, but you kind of feel tired, or you think you're tired, and it can kind of be weird. So be aware if you feel like that. It's like, oh wait, no, Mars is in Gemini. Let me create a purpose or something to direct this energy. Even if it's not that meaningful or impactful in your life, you know. And that can also be great ways to like initiate or improve your artistic and creative skills. Especially if it deals with sharing and communicating about it. Let's go. First card, Pisces, the moon. So we're gonna learn how to see, feel, reflect, and connect more deeply with connecting in general. But in this case, it's because the moon is in Cancer as well. So, and Mars is in Gemini today. So we are learning here. We have to learn how to connect more emotionally and spiritually with our passions, motivations, frustrations, angriness, and how we communicate, associate, and how light are we about it. You have to care a bit more about it, but not be moody or not be attached to it. Okay, Cancer and Scorpio. You have to be also light about it, but more or less light than Gemini. But still a light, but more emotionally, understanding the spiritual meanings and reasonings behind our passions, motivations, angry and frustrations, and also deep desires, right? And what makes us go into action or go to war. We have to really use that logicality of Gemini to make sense, to realize, and then act on those spiritual connections, okay? And is also asking you to like use Mars in Gemini, the logical and realistic side of this, to go for your dreams. Like, this is like your dreams, your reflections, what you see of yourself, or how you want to be seen as well. So you see that, you make sense out of it with the Gemini energy, and then you take that into action with Mars. And you might not even need to do that physically, you might just need to change your mind. And then by default, you will start to do even the same things physically, but in a different, better way, because you know, not just feel or think, you know you have a more spiritual and deeper connection to your passions, motivations, angry and frustration, also deep desires. But we kind of need to learn, or we kind of need to force us to realize, hey, I need to be a bit more like this, or I need to feel, or I need to see things a little bit more in that way. Or you're just naturally doing it and you can get a bit lost with that Pisces energy. You just focus on your passions, maybe be a bit angry about it. If you are frustrated, let it chill and be passionate about finding that answer, not just be in searching state for a long time, okay? Because the answer is there, because it's a square, so it's a learning process. If it's a learning process, you are about to learn something, so it's there, know that. Let's go into the second card, guys. Remember to support this channel. You can also support me and Daria financially through the links in the description down below, specifically Patreon, Ko-Fi, and PayPal. Or by asking a service. But on Patreon and Ko-Fi, it's also by asking a service as well. So, that's it, guys. Let's go. Second card. We got two cards. Okay, so we got the main card, and then this is like uh, the the reason or the subconscious reason why this is happening, or if it is bad. I have to analyze it yet. It can be the reason why it's bad because it's a reverse already. So I'm seeing, okay, let's see. So 6 of Wands, okay. So we are paying attention, claiming authority and control over how we feel, how we see ourselves, how we see potential scenarios, our visions, imaginations, creativity, and the expression of our spirituality. But we have reversed 3 of Pentacles. So our awareness about reality and our physical surroundings might perturb or might influence this in a negative way. Okay? So you might be paying attention to your individuality or to somebody else around you that you think it's individual and unique, and you are judging that by their physical circumstances, but they are not really unique. They don't have this authority, power, and control over their feelings, imaginations, and creativity. They might be being used to achieve that position of physical stability, and you are aware of it. It's in your surroundings, 3 of Pentacles, and that might make you pay attention and try to claim power and control or gain a little bit from that person's stability that you think it's spiritual or creative, but they're just being used or just sacrificing their individuality to achieve that. So we should focus on our own feelings, visions, creativity, and expression of our individuality and spiritual beliefs. And keep in mind that our surroundings might be harsh to us. There might be some limitations. You might want to go for that dream, go for that manifestation, go for that imagination, and somebody or some place or some laws or some rules or yourself, okay, will be saying, oh, you can't do that, you can't do that in that way because it will not work out, or you have to pay this amount, and you have to find a way to still like be in that space, be in that spirit, claim power and control over your imagination and visions, even if the surroundings are blocking you, or it might not even be a block, it just might be a distraction. It depends on how much are you into this reversed 3 of Pentacles. How much are you indulging your mind and sense of practicality into the surroundings set of values, right? Because if you are more free, if you are not so much depending on the surroundings values and the way to do things and the way to see the world, you're gonna be more on this side naturally. This is just, yeah, because this is just not for everybody, or it's not as deep for everybody, okay? Because this is the main card, keep that in mind. So everybody's doing this, but then this can come up and be like, hey, shouldn't you be a bit more stable? Shouldn't you be more organized? Shouldn't you look like you got everything together? Shouldn't you be in a system? Shouldn't you be participating in that donation? Shouldn't you be doing something for society? Shouldn't you be helping the city? Shouldn't you be helping your sick mother or something? Shouldn't you be helping your cousin or something like that? And you just want to be individual and claim power and control of your creativity or of your imagination, okay? And this can come from that scatteredness and association of Mars and Gemini. This can come through those limits, distractions, or just pressure that doesn't really make sense, or that can perturb your vision of yourself and how you claim power of your individuality. Can come through conversations with people on your surroundings, people gossiping about you, people gossiping with you about that person's status, because it's in your surroundings as well. And that, oh, if they think bad about that person, they will think bad about how I express myself, and then you don't do it and you miss an opportunity. That's a great example, okay? Reverse 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Let's go to the third card. Last card of this pulling of the tarot before you go into the oracle. It's the conclusion. It's the final reflection. Let's go. Ooh, beautiful. The sun. The sun. So in the end of the day, after we learn how to connect more deeply and in a more spiritual way with our passions and motivations, after we claim power, control, and we pay a lot of attention to our own feelings, uniqueness, and spirituality, even though we might be a bit distracted or perturbed by our real surroundings, physical surroundings, in the end of the day, we will see the light. We will see that we are the light. We will see that we actually create the light. So it'd be like, whoa, great lesson. Great, wow, great. And you're gonna feel recharged. You're gonna feel, bro, I can use this power. I can use this power to create light. I can create this light. I can create that light. I can create a blue light. I can create a brown light. I can create a new color that nobody imagined before, because that's like a very quote-unquote common challenge that people do on interviews or on podcasts, to try to think about a new color. And people think it's very hard, but that's what we're here to do. And if you realize that we all together created already existent lights, there is no reason that we can't create a new light, a new color, you know? But in a more real term, you're gonna see yourself in a higher way. You're gonna see yourself as an individual, as a unique person, as a unique being, and you can also realize that you are not a human being, you are a being in a human form. Or you can realize the best way to think, communicate, and share your individuality, your creativity, your imaginations, how you express yourself. You can bring action, you can bring movement, you can bring impulse to your mind, to the people in your surroundings' mind, to how they think and communicate about unique and individual things. You show them that, hey, I'm being myself, that's the best way to be, and they can start gossiping about it. And you can influence your surroundings by showing that the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. But that comes after this. So first we need to, hey, let's be more spiritual, let's be more emotional, let's reflect a little bit about our mind, our passions, motivations, angry and frustrations. Then we'll be like, okay, I need to pay attention to my thoughts, to my creative ideas. I need to take power and control over that fire. I need to do it, even though I might feel limited and blocked, or somebody's trying to stop me. I don't need to fight them. I just need to focus on my own individuality and go for it and create that process, or just remain fixed in that light, or just gather a lot of attention to my creativity, or to how I see the world. Okay, because you're gonna be strong enough and you're gonna be courageous enough, because you got that emotional spiritual understanding. So that is backing you up no matter what the surroundings around you might be flunking you out, casting you stones. You got that emotional and spiritual backbone, keeping you fixed and strong and powerful on your own way to think, or on your own way to imagine, to create visions, and to express your feelings, visions, imagination, and spiritual beliefs. And then it's like, bro, you're gonna realize, I'm so powerful, I'm so unique, I'm so individual. I can cast light, I can create light, I can shine on others, I can participate in creating things together with others. That's like the higher octave of Leo, aka the opposition as well with Aquarius. I can use my light, my sun, I can be a sun, I can be a star in a constellation. But right now we're focusing on you are the star, because with no stars, there is no constellations. Okay, yeah, being a part of the constellation is very cool, but if there is no stars, if there is no individuals, there is no constellation. If there is no people working at the factory, there is no factory. If there is no people, there is no system, right? So today it's about you. After you go through that process, learning about the reason and meanings, and how to get fixed and claim power of your passions, motivations, and how you think and communicate, and how you associate that, you realize how powerful and unique and individual you are, and that others around you can also be unique and individual, and that they might be going through this same process, and they might start to learn a bit more about themselves, because Mars in Gemini can put everybody open to the game, can put everybody being passionate and creative about finding the truth or their truth that they can share and communicate in a way that makes sense. So everybody right now can start trying share themselves and their individuality, or at least their passions and motivations, frustrations and angers as well. This can be a very toxic season. Everybody can just feel open and light to communicate about their insecurities and flunked outness. So keep that in mind. Let's see how we can do this in the higher rate possible. Alright, that makes a lot of sense. Black dragon from Saturn. To balance a little bit here the sun and this fire and this flunked out earth element, and to give security to this emotional element. So black dragon already means being more reserved, being more private, keeping your light to yourself. That's why it has quote unquote no color, because you're not giving that to the outside, you are keeping that to the inside, you are keeping that to yourself. So you're paying attention more to yourself, you being more restrictive and limiting with your expression, but you still be strong mentally to imagine the possibilities of that, right? But you are just being more strong with yourself, you are limiting yourself a little, or we should be a bit more calm, a bit more reserved, thinking a bit more in long term, try to be more stable with our expressions and with our thoughts. And then from Saturn, okay, we should try to organize and have a higher perspective and try to understand things from a higher perspective as well, okay? So Black Dragon from Saturn brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Yeah, keyword discipline, okay? Because we have that learning process, then you have to take power, and then you realize, oh, I'm so individual. But then we have to use that with responsibility, because with power comes responsibility. But this is great, because this helps you build and helps you be sure and secure about yourself, okay? Concentrate. Focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself, you have passed the test, the learning lesson, then you do it, and then you feel good. Kind of like that, you know, guys? So thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you have any doubts or questions, don't hesitate to comment below or to contact me through my email in the description down below. Keep yourselves in high spirits, keep yourselves protected, don't think and feel about things that you don't need to think and feel, and keep yourself strong. Till the next time, EsotericCloudSurfer surfing out. See you soon.